Good.
So he was poking his drives out there pretty good, and his iron shots were looking a lot like that. Like, it seemed like everything he was getting, it was a lot better flight path, a lot less of the worm burn.
Good.
I think the cutting down of the irons has helped him. So
Yeah, he's just going to be able to control the head a lot easier.
he was on the green, and I was taking something out to bump and run. So
Good. Okay. Doing good, big guy. Just kind of warm up. Don't be too hard on yourself or worry about it, okay? We're just kind of warming up here a little bit.
I feel like I haven't played it forever, but I played just last weekend.
yeah.
And it takes a little time for the old body to get it back, right?
This, I also have my 4-iron because I don't hit it, and it might be like, it's different because it's longer than all the
That's
others.
your 4-iron. Use a low iron.
This
So
is,
use a low iron, like
yeah.
higher number,
Oh, I thought he meant
like a
lower.
7.
Yeah, I thought we had a 7 there or something like that. Not a 4. Not the number, but the...
yeah.
Okay, well now I'm gonna be hitting it better.
So yeah, 4-iron is that's.
So here, but just set up real quick for me. Take your club pointed out towards me. Get that feeling, okay? You're just leaving the club face a little bit open at impact, so just feel it. Feel that? Good. There you go. Feel that twist of the forearms in that face, okay?
Okay.
Just square it up a little bit. There you go. Good. Good, good, good.
Yeah, I was watching some stuff like the drive, chip, and putt,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, these like 90-pound kids are swinging a full-size head drive.
Good work. Good work. See how that works right there? I know we moved to a 7-iron, but good job of closing up that club face right there. Good work.
I think I only used my 4-iron one other time, and that was to
Yeah, it's not something you use.
hit it under, like hit it low on the first hole, on the gold.
Yeah.
I was short, and Grandpa told me to try to like bump and run it through the trees. It
Yeah.
worked, kind of.
Yeah, 4-iron's not something you swing all that much.
Right now at this time, I'd probably leave that on the closet wall. Perfect, buddy. Good work.
Yeah, when he hit that, my buddy flew down for my birthday last week from up north, and me and him and my dad played golf. And he's a pretty stout fella.
Mm-hmm.
6'3", 225, long limbed. So when he swings a driver, kind of sounds like a gun's going off when he makes contact. Yeah, he can murder a ball. And Dad's like, when he hit that driver, he's like, you know what it sounds like when John hit the driver? He's like, when he hit that thing, it didn't sound all that far off. Yeah, as long as we can control it.
Got to kind of hit the channel, I think. Didn't register because it wasn't in the channel, I know. There you go. There you go. Good job closing the club face there. Did we just go quiet? What happened? All right.
Did I break it?
Oh, oh,
Projector.
Just a little.
all right.
Maybe the
let's-
power flicker.
I don't know. Let's give it another shot. Who knows? Sometimes these things just kind of do what they want to do, I guess.
We'll just go with that, the power flicker.
Okay, we're back on, man.
Okay.
We're back on.
It works. Again.
Right? Feel like you're closing that club face. All right? Once again, who's here? There you go. Really feel that. Good. Good.
There you go.
Right, back online.
Back in the fairway.
Right, so when you're probably hitting your irons and you start to see that little move out to the right a little bit, just kind of do that little drill that we're kind of doing a little bit and get that feel. Right, yeah, right. Good, good, okay. Okay. Much better. Starting to get a little draw, right?
And I guess we could say the irons are good today.
He was complaining about it the other day. He's like, oh, I keep hitting it left. It's like, dude, I give body parts to be able to hit it left. I'd love to be able to hit a draw.
I know. I know. I mean,
Don't complain. I'd rather you hit a draw and have it go too far left, and we can work with him and we can fix that a little bit.
Yeah.
Firing it to the right is like a whole world.
you got to get back to going left and bring
Yeah.
it back, you know. So yeah.
Miss buddy, miss left.
I agree with you.
Hey, wait, it showed a bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Does it ever do that?
Does it what? Oh yeah.
It registers this way.
I never realized that it counted bounces.
Mm-hmm.
We go a little right and it rolls.
All right. Hey, do that drill with your hands. Feel the club face closing, right? All right. Feel your forearms. All right. So here, trying to help you out just a little bit. Good. There you go. Back on track.
Yep. That's, I keep telling him, like, the accuracy things, we can work that out.
Mm-hmm.
The flight path and the air and the little right club, I was like, let's be happy with this.
Yeah.
Like, the accuracy will dial in.
Absolutely. And I can tell you that his accuracy is going to go up significantly since we've got the equipment to fit him better, right? So, I mean, that's a big part of it. You know, when we talk about club fittings and stuff like that, that's what they're going for, right? For that consistency for your body or body type. Okay, just a little right, and then
So
coming
go
backwards.
back.
Yep. All right, big guy. Give me one more here. Okay. Take a look, and then we'll grab the driver.
Ooh, I got a cramp in my leg from doing
Well, stretch it out a little bit.
too hard. Well, it's because I like really turned and like locked it in.
Maybe getting just a tiny bit of a flip at the bottom, just a little bit, but overall motion's looking really good from where we started many years ago.
Oh, you are supposed to look back the irons. Okay.
What's that?
I've always been stopping like right here with every club, and now I'm seeing people like they stop back here. So am I supposed to go all the way?
It's window dressing, to be honest with you. If you want to, you can.
It doesn't do much.
I mean, the shots you were just hitting, it seems like it was fine.
I went, you know, it's more about, what I would worry more about is the finish at this point than I would about the finish at this point. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Right?
I
So,
just didn't know if it was a thing or not.
no, not really. I mean, if you look at Tommy Fleetwood, right, he'd be like this, right? Hands high, kind of more like what you are, right?
Yeah.
It's just window dressing, to be honest with you. The main part of the swing is from shoulder to shoulder. But overall, looking pretty good right there. A little bit of a flip, just a bit, okay? But other than that, looking pretty good, buddy. You see anything there you want to address?
like to address that. I hope I can keep hitting like that forever, but that's every man's dream.
Absolutely. We wish we could wake up every day and be as consistent as we were the last day, right?
Yeah.
In golf and in life. All right, are we going to the driver?
Yeah.
I mean, look at you, you're smashing balls, dude.
Well, this is also a lot bigger of a head than what I'm used to.
Well, that's why we're gonna take our time and we're gonna work together. We'll give it a chance. We can always go back to what we know works, but.
This metal part's still loose.
What's that?
Oh, I got a
This
wrench
is
in that.
Oh.
It was. I just
You got a
don't.
tailor-made wrench, or? Actually, I think they're all yours.
It's not a problem. I just don't want it sounding as breaking.
Oh, yeah, no, it's. Oh, yeah, I think they're all the star edge.
I think they are. And we say that. Nope, that one's too big. Of course, Hamina would make something.
Do we have a T? Do we have a T tall enough for this?
Yeah, we've got a couple new tees that came through here. Old Patrick's doing good stuff here. He put in a new screen for us. We got some new tees. He kind of changed out the bottom thing there.
You guys got a blanket?
Yeah, I guess we had some people maybe hitting it off there and hitting this thing, so we got a little pad there. So
I've hit this a couple times,
Doing
but
good
that was
stuff here.
it bounced off the screen and came back.
either. Oh, it's got.
It doesn't have to be fixed. It's just it sounds like it's breaking.
Well, I don't want it. Those are a different size. Yeah, that's got to be a different set because this is for that, right?
Yeah, this is to change the, I'm baffled that they would be a different size screw.
It's a big difference of a different size screw if you look at it.
I mean, I got it a little bit tight. Got enough in there to where it's not moving
Let me see
anymore, so.
this. I got like a screw.
Yeah, it's a little-
If we need to. Just back around. I mean, I don't think it's gonna come off.
It's fine.
It'll probably be more just annoying than anything, if you know what I mean.
For me, it's gonna sound like I'm breaking the club.
Well, let's not do that, but let's.
That's all it sounds like.
All right, big guy. So, how many times have we hit this driver yet? At all?
Not with the big head, no.
Okay.
With
It's
the
the,
small
it's the
head.
shaft he's been using. I just
Yeah.
took the shaft from, I took the mini driver off and replaced it with that, so. I mean, it's not unfamiliar completely, but yeah, and I mean, he swung my club with, regular flex with that head on it. It's not that he's like never made contact with the ball with that one, but this is gonna be a little.
I like how it's
a
not
little
super
bit-
heavy. Like your, what's it called?
The mini driver?
No, the blue one with
Oh,
the
the
white.
PXG?
That.
Yeah. well,
That's
that-
heavy,
That
and that's-
thing's like swinging an anvil.
Okay.
Hey, it went left, not right.
It's all right. That's good.
Maybe I got a little too closed on it.
Yeah, your face was just a little close to the path. That's all right. You can probably work that out through setup.
I mean, hey, it's going up. It's not worm burning.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that's a 9-degree, and I've got it set up as the standard loft.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we can
Tweak that a little bit.
we can dial it back if he needs a little bit more loft out of it.
I
a little bit more forgiving that way too.
Yeah, a little bit. I think he's playing the ball a little bit too far back in his setup, just a little bit. But we're going to let him kind of cruise on that just for a sec. Yeah, let's give that a shot. And let's just see what kind of happens there a little bit. I think that's why he's getting a little bit too far into the inside. But let's see. Okay. Okay, so here's what I like, okay? The last shot that we had right here, take a look at this one. You see that your low point was 1.2 ahead, right? We always want to have a B with the driver, okay? We want to be before the low point there. So on this one right here, you can see that all we did was kind of move the ball up in our setup a little bit, right? And now we're starting to get that B. So I think we're on the right path right there, okay? So for us, what we want to kind of do is just feel like it's just maybe this much more up in our setup than what you're used to, okay?
I mean, I was kind of like, the ball was already ahead of my foot when I was doing this. I should be lined up with it. And I'm taking 2 big steps with this foot. So
Correct,
yeah,
correct.
actually line it up with the heel.
Yeah, so I think you were kind of getting it back like about here.
Yeah.
So probably get it like right about here. Does that make sense? Just inside your left heel.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put that right here. Okay. And there's a couple T's. All right, so first we're going to work on getting our low point to where it needs to be, and then we'll start working on that face and get it more square, okay? But
Okay.
want to make sure that you're hitting it up and getting rid of the spin.
It was a B.
It was a B, and that's good.
Not by much, but it was a B.
Not by much.
Got really, really under that, but it made it to the fairway.
So here's what happens there a little bit, right? What happens is that we get our head forward, we're swinging down like this, and we kind of come through there a little bit. So it tells me that we probably got our head a little bit ahead of the line. Let's take a look real quick.
Yeah, that time.
Alright, so you see that head move over there? Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to throw your hands underneath it, right? And it just pops up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and set up for me. Okay. And it's got to feel like we've got this head against this wall. Kind of take a small backswing for me. Right? And as you come into impact, feel like your head, yeah, it kind of works a little bit away off that line, just a little bit. Good. Okay? Good
Yep.
work.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that worked.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And look where our low point is. Getting a lot better.
Higher.
Right? And you're working your head in a reverse angle than what you're used to. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good. All right. Okay. Do you need another feel for what we worked on, or are you good with what we did?
I think I'm good.
Okay. I'll let you go with that then.
Hit a lot of ground that time, but it wasn't bad.
Not bad. Our low point was a little bit behind the ball, more than what we probably want.
So
Right?
like what, like a 2,
Um,
2.5?
It all depends on each person, but you can tell that you could hit a little bit behind the ball, right? Okay, so
I really smacked ground that time.
that's okay. Just getting a feel for it, but I like that we're starting to get that B. That's good.
It was a nice little draw, and it only went 10 yards shorter,
Yeah,
so.
not the world's worst, right? We're playing. I love it.
Ground again. I think I'm too far away from the ball.
Okay.
Yeah,
You mean as far as distance away or distance
I think
up?
distance away, because I'm like stretching like this, so when I come, I'm like hitting ground. I should be
Okay.
closer like this.
Well, I'll take a look and see.
I just feel like I'd be farther because I have such a big head. I'm so used to big head drivers having such a long shaft.
Okay. Well, go ahead and set on up and let's take a look.
Should be dropped down right in front of you.
Okay, we'll let that go. I'd like to see have a little bit more of a reach a little bit, but that's okay. There you go, soften that guy up. Right, there you go.
They got a lot of power on that one.
Okay, but look where our low point was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to what we kind of worked on there just for a sec, okay? All right, hold on. Stay right there, big guy. There you go. Okay, let's have a little frame of reference where we need to be. Okay, good. All right. And then what we want to kind of feel, take a small backswing back, right? And as you come on through here, kind of working your head just a little bit off of that, right? Good. There you go. Good. Good.
2.4 behind.
Perfect. That's where I want you to be. You're hitting it. You're getting a 200-yard drive basically right now at what, 12? Pretty good, pal.
The average adult male drives the ball 220.
220, 230, somewhere around there. So I mean,
How far you drive?
Because I'm on the bottom end of average.
Right.
Probably so.
but
That's
here-
probably as far as I drive it. 220 is a good drive for me.
I hit 250 with a burner one time. I was like 10.
But here's the
That looks
big
good.
thing right here that I see. Look at your spin rate now. It's where we want it to kind of be, right? It's out of the 3,000s and into the 20,000s, right? B point, a lot of good stuff there. Okay, so that's one to kind of remember. Let's take a look at them, okay?
He's not hitting driver, is he?
No,
we're gonna switch.
no.
Oh, I forgot his name. No, I wanted him, but I forgot his name.
What's his name?
I forgot.
What's he look like?
Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson
I don't
DeChambeau.
think we got Bryson.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, I think that live tour thing, other than John Rahm, has kind of kept a few things out of here.
Oh, this is much more PGA
Yeah,
heavy.
correct. I mean, there's a few guys here I see on there, but not a lot. We'll take a look. Who do you want to see here? You want to see JT, Justin Rose, or Johnny Rahm?
Let's do Johnny Rahm.
Johnny Rahm, he says. Okay, like Johnny Rahm. Can't go wrong with old Johnny Rahm. All right, here we go. So, same club. You can see he's got his ball quite up a bit. His low point's really low.
What's the dough point?
His is at 6.8, right?
I-
But he's probably going to play a little bit of a cut, right? So we get a little bit over the top there. Face angle a little close. So he's hitting more of a power cut, which is normal for him. Good, right? Finding our angles there. Big thing is just watching our head, see what that does. Okay, see how you're pulling that head back behind?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a start, right? You kind of get a little bit ahead, but you're starting to figure out, get that head going back behind that wall right there, right? And now we're doing it.
Comes forward a little bit, but then he kind of corrects himself as he gets to the bottom.
Yeah, I
Just kind
mean,
of work on keeping it back the whole. Don't let it float.
a little bit, yeah. I mean, it's just
It's
fractional,
minuscule, yeah, fractional.
right? Because you can see here, if we watch John here, watch his head, it kind of goes a little forward, and then he starts backing up just a little bit. So I don't want to take all that away, but it gets just a little bit here, and then he's got to kind of back up
outside
just
the
a little
bubble, then
bit.
he gets
But
it back.
But look how he gets the head right back into where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So
That looks great.
might just be his movement pattern.
Yeah, everybody's different.
I'm also younger, so that's why I can do it now. It's because I'm younger.
You've got the flexibility.
Right, but here's the big thing I see, right? Look at our hands. I don't see the flip there now. Okay, so now that you're getting your head back just a little bit, it's allowing your chest to rotate a little bit more and keeping your arms out in front of you. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, let's see. All right. Beautiful high finish there, good job. Finishing on a firm left side.
I look like a professional.
You do. You look like a pro. You look
I'm
like we
getting
could
very
take a
cocky.
picture of you.
I'm gonna stop.
Send it on in.
He was talking about last night, he's like, because he's been watching, you know, the golf influencers, been watching a lot of the Grand.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to work on my follow through where I come all the way around. I
Cause I think it
All
looks.
right.
I just think it
We'll
looks
work on it.
better. I just think. Well, at least with my driver, with like my irons and stuff, I'm gonna like stop right here. But with my driver, I want to go all the way back because I think it looks cool.
Well, I told him last night, I was like, I don't care as long as you're hitting the ball well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as he
You
gets
finish
older,
however you want.
Yeah.
Just hit the ball good. That's
once you start getting into the world of wanting to really score, you won't care about what your follow through looks like. You just want to have your ball flight go where it's supposed to. All right, big guy. So, any questions of what we're working on? Anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay. So, once again, go ahead and set up for me, big guy.
I think the only question I had, Tim, was
Yeah.
is if you think it's appropriate for him to be using that, and if things like
Yeah.
going okay. So
I think it's highly appropriate. I mean, I'm liking a lot of the ball play. I'm liking the distance, but the big thing is this is what we need to ask him. Do you like the feel of it?
Yeah.
Do you like the look of it? Right? Those are things that we need to have, right? I mean, I need to look down and say, I like this thing. If not, chuck it in the trash, right?
he's been talking for a long time. I want to use a full size driver. And it's like, well, the extra ones that I've got are like I've got a older PXG.
Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He said that thing's like swinging a damn anvil. It's so heavy. And I let him use it a few times. And granted, the shaft was too long.
Mm-hmm.
But you could see he just hits it so open. He's so like you just like I can't get that thing around. It feels like somebody's like got it on a bungee cord behind you, holding it back.
So I bet it feels like this.
I think it's heavier than that, to be honest. But yeah, I got that new one. I was like, you know what? Like that's pretty decent. The weight's good on that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the Sim 2, right? Or the Stealth 2?
Stealth 2. Yeah.
Stealth 2. Yeah.
So that's, I mean, it's only, what, 3-year-old technology? So they got the QI10 and the QI35 is the new one for this year, I think.
Well, what's funny is
They got out of the Stealth.
I think this is like one of the better drivers that TaylorMade made, the Stealth 2, but the Stealth 1 is one of the worst drivers they ever made.
Yeah.
So it's just unique. All right, big guy, you ready?
Yep.
All right, any questions? How you feeling?
Feeling
Positive?
good. Yep.
Good. Okay, so let's get that. I think we're getting that a little too far forward. Move over just a smidge. There you go. Perfect. Okay, there we go.
Rushed it.
Yeah.
But I was ahead.
Okay, you felt that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it was ahead and it still went 180.
Mm-hmm.
Which was.
Which is
2
good,
years
but
ago, that
the
was
big
like-
issue is they say you can get up to about 32, but I really like it when we're at, 26, 28, somewhere around there with the spin rate, personally.
Really ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
All right, so set up again for me. Good. Okay, so grab the old. There we go. Good. Okay, so here, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put this right here next to your head. Okay, go ahead and swing a couple times. There you go. Again. Okay, good. Keep going. You're doing great. There you go. Right. Do you feel the club passing by you more
yeah.
instead of you trying to control it as you come down?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's going to feel like your head here, and then your hands feel like they're just kind of going past you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Good. One more time, buddy. There you go. I gotta be honest, I'm seeing some good stuff with this driver. I like it.
I like it too.
Good. Okay. Good. Find yourself a good little setup there. And just try to imagine that thing being next to your head here, okay? Don't worry about the distance. Getting the whole point back to where it needs to be. Getting it back to a B. all disappeared into the corner. Well,
It's up there.
Let's see it. Things behind the screen.
it's up there in the net. I don't even know how. That's pretty cool. All right, big guy. Let's take one swing and then we're going to take a quick little break here. Okay. Take a break for just a sec. You got some water or something?
No.
No?
No.
Prepared for that, actually.
You what's that?
We did not go prepared with that today, actually.
Okay. Okay. So let's go through our setup. Give me your setup. There you go, big guy. Okay. So let me ask you about your weight, where your weight is. How much do you feel on your back foot right now?
About 50. Gotta have like 50-50.
Okay, to me it looks like you got more. That's all I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah, I have weight in both, so I'm pretty steady.
Okay.
When I go like this, more in the back, then I got one in front.
Okay. Okay. I was just wondering about the setup. It looked like you're kind of more really back over here a little bit.
So I think I lean too much than I should, because
Okay.
you're supposed to lean this straight. You're supposed to be like this, but I'm like this.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think you kind of get a little bit too far under a little bit like this. Kind of leaves the face open a little bit.
Yeah.
So all we really want to do when you go through your setup here, right, is just feel like your sternum's about 2 or 3 degrees tilted away from center. Does that make sense?
So like this.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to feel a lot more straighter up and down for you than what you're used to than getting back over here.
That feels a lot off.
Good. Good. There you go. Okay. And that's the tempo that we want to kind of have right there. You're not trying to kill it right now. We're just trying to get a good feel, get our path down right, and then we start to kind of pour on the speed a little bit. But right now, let's just kind of work on getting that down the middle, okay, big guy?
Okay.
All right. So maybe something like the idea of a full swing, half speed, something like that. Just trying to control the face a little bit more.
Hit my iron so good, I almost want to go back to my irons. I did not put my head back.
So let's kind of take a look at what I'm kind of looking at here a little bit, okay? So if I look at John Rahm here at this point, right, we'll just kind of move your arms even down so it's just a little bit, right? The big thing that I kind of notice here, right, is he's turned more behind the ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, you're kind of more stacked up on top of it, which would indicate why we're probably hitting our irons so well right now, right? Staying on top of the ball, which is really important with the iron. We got to make sure that we're kind of turning a little bit more behind the ball so we can kind of launch up on it, okay?
Okay, so like,
So this is what I'm going to have you do here. So, let me grab the club here real quick, all right? And I'm sure I've done this with you before, right? But what I'm going to have you do, right, is you're going to take a swing, you're going to look at the camera, right? See how much my chest is over on this side now? And then I want you to swing and look at the screen, okay? And tell me if you notice the difference of where your chest and body is over the ball. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so swing back and look at the camera. Okay. All right, do that. Do that 1 or 2 more times, slowly. Good. Do it again for me. Okay. So let's all jump on in here and take a look. Okay. Okay. So you can see where he's kind of at right here. It's great for an iron, but you can
Yeah.
see he's really just on top of it here. So it's tough for him to get turning behind the ball to stay behind the ball, right? If I look at John here, you can see where his arm and shoulder have gone probably 6 to 8 inches.
Yep.
Right? Let's see how we're doing here. Right, so look how much more you're back behind this part of the leg, right? So you're turning behind the ball now, okay? Now that's not how I want you to hit a ball, by looking back behind and coming through. But we need to get a feel for that chest being more over that right leg than where it's over here, where it's just kind of centered, okay? That's gonna make it a lot easier for you to hit up on.
I'm getting that little more twist.
Mhm.
And turn that head back, kind of freeze you up.
Correct, and it's really easy, I'm sure. It's very frightful because you're turning so far behind the ball that you feel like you're going to lose the ball. Okay, so I think that's kind of the concept, is that as you're kind of turning, you're like, I'm still going to keep that ball right there in front of me, right? And it's really tough for you as you come through here on your downswing to keep that, because you got to kind of do this to get your head going through, like we talked about, right? So I think if you can turn a little bit more behind that ball and start launching up, you start to make it a lot easier for us. Does that make sense? Yep. Okay. So that's what we need to kind of do here. Okay, so give me a swing where we're swinging and looking back towards the camera, and hold it for me. Yeah, so you feel where you're at right there? Okay, now look how much your left shoulder's turned back over here, and now kind of give me a swing down and through. Okay, good. Now do it one more time for me. Swing back towards the camera. Okay. Now give me a swing on down and through. You see how easy it is for his head to stay back behind now? Okay. How does that feel for you though?
Feels more smooth.
Smooth, okay, I like that.
Also, I feel like I don't gotta put as much force into everything.
No, because you've already turned back behind the ball. You just got to go forward now, right? That's the big thing. Instead of kind of feeling like you've got to swing up to the top and stay on top of that ball. And then I'm like, oh, I've got to be behind it. That's what coach says. And I'm going to do this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if I just get you to turn behind that ball, you can just go.
I feel like I could probably hit it 120, 130 just with that small little swing.
And that's, right now we just want to get that feel, right? Because it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's a reverse pivot, but it's kind of like a stagnant pivot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it could easily turn into a reverse pivot very quickly. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have the feeling, right? So go ahead and do it one more time. Swing back and look at the camera for me. Right? Does it feel like your left shoulder is more over your right foot? Right? It's not exactly, but it's more that feeling. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's kind of more where we want to kind of be, okay? To give you a visual reference point. There you go.
Like that?
Yeah. And I bet for you it felt like you were turning forever, didn't it?
Yeah.
I could see it in your eyes like, oh my God, I am rotating way too much.
I could feel my shoulders stretching. Like
Yeah.
it's getting stretched out.
Absolutely.
And now it's loose. Now I'm really gonna.
That's good.
You see, that was 180. That was with a very, very like non-power using swing.
Now you're using the equipment, not the other way around. Okay. Got just a little bit
I'm
ahead
so
there.
far ahead.
It's all right. So before every swing, I want you to do a look back, swing back, look at the camera. There you go, get that feel, and then you come through. Okay, try to repeat that. Good job.
I'm not trying to use a lot of power. I'm just trying to feel it.
What's that?
I'm not trying to use a lot of power. I'm just trying to feel it. So it's not.
I
gonna
get
go
you.
very-
That's fine. Whatever's working for you right now to get that understanding. All right. Give me a practice swing where we turn back, look at the camera. Good. Good. Then coming through. Okay. Let's try to do that. We'll take a look at this one on video. See how we're doing. A little bit ahead.
Feel
That's
it
okay.
ahead.
See where we're at. All right. I'm going to square that right foot. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. Better turn. Okay. Still getting just a little bit ahead here. Okay. See how you're kind of raising up here, coming on up, ooh, just a little bit though. Okay. Okay. One other thing I can tell that we're going to need to work on here to kind of help us a little bit, we're going to need to start doing some core exercises. Okay, sit-ups and stuff like that. You kind of see where you kind of get your belly kind of going like this, where it needs to be going like this. But once he gets a little strength on that, that'll start taking care of itself. Okay, just a little bit. Good job with the follow through though, keeping the hands on out there. Good work.
Do you think his
Mhm.
backswing, Tim,
Mm-hmm.
is maybe pulling him forward a little bit? I mean, he's coming way around. I mean, I don't know if it's like too much backswing. Might be fine, but is it maybe don't bring it back quite so far? Like it seems like maybe it's like he's like pulling himself over with it a little bit.
Maybe. I would like for him to stop like maybe right about here.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Maybe
You know,
just a little bit
Of an over
aggressive. Yeah.
a little bit of an over rotation for sure.
That's like a John Daly backswing.
Well, I mean, I've got one student that's got that thing and it's down here.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, yeah. The big thing I think we have here, and I'm going to take a look down the line, is I think he's getting the club across the line.
Always.
So I'm going to take a look down.
Behind his.
Yeah, so I think when he's getting here, it's like this.
Yep.
So it's pointing in this direction. So that's why I want to take a look at down the line here a little bit. And that might be a wall drill that we kind of work on a little bit right there. But we'll take a look down the line there. But I'm liking that he's getting more shoulder rotation back behind the ball here,
Yep.
right? Getting a little bit more hip turn. I'd like to see a little bit more space between these legs right here though.
Is that just like a setup? Maybe feet a little bit farther apart, or just controlling the knees more?
I think what it is that I'd like to see this back foot squared up a little bit more.
Yep.
And this front foot more like what this is looking like. Does that make sense? So traverse these a little bit, and I think we start to create a little bit more space here.
Yeah, just the setup will create the space.
Correct, because his right foot being open like this allows him to really kind of go, and it allows that left knee to kind of come back a little bit excessively. All right, but if I kind of change that around
Yep.
a little bit, that'll switch. So set up for me real quick. All right, so this guy is going to be like he's almost pigeon-toed. Yep. This guy's going to be out. Okay. Good. Good. So just kind of give me a swing there. Don't worry about the ball. Right? So if we look between his legs, you see how he's creating more space there. Okay? And I think that's because, as I said, I think the right foot is turned out a little bit, which allows him to kind of get that hip going a little too much.
Yeah, he's not collapsing his knees in.
Right, which allows the shoulders to over rotate. So it really kind of starts at the base a little bit more than it does the top. Yeah, you see how it shortens him up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go again. Okay, square up that right foot. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. What's it feel like for your feet though?
Different, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
feel much of a difference. They just feel. This feels a little bit more square, and that feels like it's pointing a lot out. But
Okay.
I don't feel much different.
Okay. So do it again for me, big guy. Okay, squaring up that right foot. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So do you feel a little bit more resistance though?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so if I allow you to go ahead and put your right foot out like you were, okay, and then square up your left foot, okay, and now give me a swing. Tell me what's the difference.
I can move a lot more.
Right, right. You kind of loosey-goosey, right?
And that backswing comes way back again.
Right, because it allows that hip,
Yeah.
the foot has allowed the hip to over-rotate, which the hip will allow the shoulders to over-rotate. It just keeps building on itself. Okay, so let's square up that right foot. Very good. Okay, and create a little bit more resistance down in that lower body area. Yeah, yeah. Now we're shortening up a few things. Good. Now let's take a look. See? Right? I'd just like to get that a little bit more like this. Just getting that left wrist flat. Okay? Good. Okay. Face is probably a little shut there. Okay? But that's okay. We want to work on getting that wrist right up over here. Okay, set up again for me. Okay, up to the top, stomp. Good. How does that feel, big guy?
Feels better.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so we just got to kind of work on those positions a little bit. I think some of it has to do with just, how shall I say it, maybe a sloppy setup a little bit, right? Allowing that right foot to kind of be relaxed and allowing this guy to be here. So we want to get that guy almost feeling to you like he's pigeon-toed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? That will really brace us up on that backswing. All right, big guy, let's hit a few. Any questions?
No.
Kyle, any questions?
No.
Okay, big guy. All right. So, square up that right foot for me. Okay. There you go. Good. Mhm.
Oh, it didn't show.
Yeah, let me show you that one. Okay. There you go. Set up again for me, big guy. Okay. Square up that right foot, right, like what we're doing. Okay. All right, go ahead and swing. There you go. It's again. Good. All right. Feeling that club pass by us. Right. It almost feels like our head's going in reverse and that club's passing by us. There you go. How's that feel, big guy?
Feels better.
Okay.
Smooth.
All right, let's not try to kill it. Okay. Let's just try to get a feel for that, okay, partner?
Yep. Head, I'm leaning back.
Okay, so let's take a look here. All right, a little across the line there, just a little bit. You're getting the wrist really flat, like that, okay? But we're just getting that club a little bit across the line here. I gotta take a look and see what the... Okay. I think we're rolling our hands a little bit too soon. Okay, see how the club's getting inside here? That gets us across the line a little bit. Okay, so, right, as you kind of take it, hold on, you good. Right, it's gotta be more like this. Okay, so what I'm kind of seeing here a little bit is this. Does that make sense? Okay, so here we go. Good. So we want to have that feeling, right, with that hand just a little bit, that lead hand here. So as we kind of take a look at that takeaway, right, and kind of get that feeling, I'm going to kind of move your hands a little bit. There you go, but don't, there you go, do it again. Okay, cool. Here, okay, so do your move that you just did. Okay. Look how much the butt of the club has moved away from your waist. Okay. Now we are going to get some distance there a little bit. I'm not going to deny you there. But what I see here is on the start, right, if you kind of look at me, all right, the hands are going to go around the waist, okay? So you kind of see the butt of the club stays in this general area as the head kind of moves. Does that make sense? Okay, what I kind of see from you, it's kind of like We just kind of go like this. Out and away. Look how much distance I have there from where I started from. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me give you a little feel for what your hand path needs to be. So take your left hand, there you go. All right, and have you split grip this. Okay, good. All right, so if I get you just to kind of do this, feel where we're at, okay? How much has the butt of the club moved for us?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. How much has that head moved?
A lot.
Right. So now you're controlling the club face, and you're going to keep that where it needs to be, okay? But once I start to just take that out and away and long, right, that's going to be a different feel for us. Right, so it's just, okay, good. Okay, now we're keeping that club head just outside of our hands, okay? And now if I get you on up over here, right, if you let go of your club, okay, come on back over here, take a look, right? You see how that's a little bit more, I'd say either laid off or more down the line, okay, instead of over here, okay? And that's because once I start to take my hands and bring it to the inside, then the club's gonna come back that way. Does that make sense? Okay, set up again for me. Okay, so we just kind of took a look at his hand path a little bit, getting out in the way a little bit.
Yeah.
So, okay, feel how we've set that club, right? Shaft parallel to the ground right here. Okay, good. Give me that split grip again, please. Good. All right, so, boom. Okay. This is the secret that I'll tell you. This is why it's so easy to teach hockey players. They get this move all the time, right? Because this is what they do all the time. Does that make sense? Okay, put your hands back together. Good. Good. Right? See where that club is? More down the target line now. Okay, good. Right? But if I do this to you, right, here, see where we're at? Okay. A lot of cupping in that left wrist too. See that? Okay. Mm-hmm. Better. Okay. Good. Good. Right? A little bit less movement, right? Less coming on into the inside a little bit, right? Good. All right, big guy, give me just a couple more here. Shoulder starting to hurt a little bit?
Yeah, it's starting to get tired.
Okay. Well, let's do about 5 more here. How's that sound?
Sure.
Take a look at the last one and have a little talk about what we need to kind of work on, okay? You okay, big guy?
Yeah, tired. Getting tired.
All right, well, we'll break it there, okay? Let's break it there then for us, okay? Is that good? All right, so let's kind of talk about, we'll take a look at this guy real quick. But as far as the driver, I'm liking the idea of changing over to a full-size driver. I think it's going to be more forgiving for you. I feel that we'll probably get more distance out of it. But let's kind of take a look here. Okay, so big thing for us is right now it's kind of more of a stagnant turn. I mean, you're hitting your irons well, so I wouldn't change what you're doing there with the irons. But as far as the driver's concerned, we want to make sure that we're getting behind that ball so we can launch up on it. Does that make sense? Okay. Good. So, drills that I want you to kind of work on. Okay, set up. There you go. Come on. All right. Drills that we want to kind of work on for club face rotation and stuff like this. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Get that feel for our hands, right? Feel that face closing. Good. That's what we want to kind of feel right there. Now, as far as what we were kind of doing about turning behind the ball, okay. What we want to do, right? Once we're kind of doing, right? Turn back, look towards the camera. Feel how your chest is over your right foot. Start to get a feel for that, right? For you right now, it's kind of like right here, and you're going to kind of stay on top of that ball a little bit. And it's really tough to, we have to be doing something magical if I want to do this. Does that make sense? So if I can get you to just kind of turn behind the ball as you kind of pull through here, then you can kind of hit and jump up a little bit. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's think about other big thing that we need to kind of work on. Let's work on our setup a little bit, okay? Making sure our feet are in a better position, right? I see this right foot kind of get open, this guy gets square, and I think what happens is exactly what Kyle brought up, which is a great point. The swing gets too long because of that, right? This hip starts to over-rotate, the shoulder starts to over-rotate, and the hands start to go back over here. Once we start to square up this right foot and change our foot position, right, we're able to turn into that right side. It restricts us just a little bit. And then we start to create this space between our legs, and then it shortens up our swing. Because our hip starts to shorten up, our shoulders have to shorten up a little bit. Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions about today?
No.
Kyle, any questions?
No, I think all good things. You want to deal with the range after.
And now I don't want to.
I told you, it's a lot of swings in an hour.
Right? Yeah, you usually play a full round of golf by the time you're done with as many hits as we have in here.
Maybe breakfast instead.
There you go.
We'll talk about the range